Yes, and hopefully the lawful basis to stop you, they need sufficient reason, they need sufficient cause to stop you. And that means that just a suspicion or being on what we call a fishing expedition is not enough. To give you some examples, say you're driving on Highway 101 North in Marin County, and you've come through Sausalito and you're going through Mill Valley, and there's an officer that gets behind you, and by the time they catch up to you, you've seen them and you're going the speed limit, and they follow you for a while, and they think, well, maybe this person was speeding, or maybe I saw him weave, but I don't have it on camera, and they just pull you over anyways and then think they'll get away with it. Well, frankly, if we see that and there's no bad driving shown on their dash camera, CHP would normally be the officer on the 101 that would pull people over. And say they pull you over in Corte Madera, and they do their whole investigation, and then you get arrested for a DUI, and eventually, after you hire me, I get the video, and I'm watching it's called an MVARS, the dash cam video, and I see, wait a minute, this person's staying perfectly within their lane. The officer's not saying that they're speeding. That's not enough. So I would bring a motion, which is called a 1538.5 motion in the misdemeanor department that hears motions. It's typically through department, and we'd probably get sent out to a different department that would hear the motion. And the DA, the district attorney's office, would need to put the CHP officer on the stand who would testify about why they pulled you over. And we'd bring up the video to show the judge. This is just a hearing in front of a judge, not a jury. And if the judge agrees that this is not enough, then all the evidence that they have, after pulling you over, field sobriety test, breath test, blood test, any admissions, anything like that, is all thrown out. And the DA's office's case would be gutted. That could also help with the DMV case as well. And it's one of the reasons why it's really important to have a good DMV hearing officer who will follow the law and not just rubber stamp everyone with a suspension, as a number of the DMV officers in the San Francisco Bay Area will do. So finding a DUI lawyer who understands, suppression motions, the 1538.5 motions, and how to deal with DMV and get you the right hearing officer in most cases, who will give us a chance to win that as well, is really important. And I highly advise that you go with the really good DUI lawyer and not the cheap one.